2 seconds. All right, we are live. Hello, Filip.
Yes. Hi.
So, Filip Kabeya, you are based in Kinshasa, in the Democratic Republic of Congo. So, how is it doing in your space now in Kinshasa? So, you are working on a co-working space project in Kinshasa.
Yes. We have a co-working project that we call MTechHub, where we just want to link people and help them to be connected. You know, we have some problem with electricity, we have problem with internet, and we just try to have a space where we can connect people and have them working on some project and to be linked together.
So you just shared with me a picture, which is kind of impressive. I will try to show it later on. But let me describe it. We see a guy who is on a kind of pile, or big pylon, who tries to fix the power line, actually. So in order to bring some power to the neighborhood where he lives. And this picture is quite it's quite indicative of how difficult it is to get some power in a city such as Kinshasa. But you told me that the hand of this picture is actually the guy got killed because he got a big load of power of electricity through his body, and he died because he wanted, as you said, to bring electricity to his community. And there you see a role that co-working space can play in order to avoid that kind of drama. Is it right?
Yeah, it's right. But you know, we have many pictures like that where you can see even more complicated situation. But we can't fix all problem of Congo. We are just trying to fix a problem with youth, with a small community. If we can link together people that avoid such kind of situation, where maybe it might be a young man who try to connect others to work overnight. You know, all IT community, even in Africa, we are all same. We like geek would like to work overnight, and people want to work anytime. And if there is no electricity, they will try to have a way to work. So if you can you imagine if maybe it's a developer of Android guys, or I don't know, another guys working on another technology wanted to be connected like that, and if he can die, for us it's a big loss. So we don't want to lose people like that, and I think it's a place like a co-working space where we can set up a minimum things that can help people to work might be good. As you can imagine, Kinshasa itself, it's more than maybe something like 15 million of people, you know. And when you can imagine, it's a big city, and if you have some problem with electricity, that can be a big mess, and it's not help us to keep going on the same way with other countries. You know, other countries in Africa are running, and now we need electricity to do some things. We need electricity to go on the internet. Even if we try to talk about computer itself, to talk about internet, first we don't have to forget it's electricity. But you can't start your computer if you don't have electricity. I think a space, a co-working space where we set up like now we have a generator, we have like 2 or 3 lines connected to help people, and I think it will be a good thing. I hope to share with you pictures soon as our project is hand up, and that should be good.
So can you elaborate further on how you see co-working space helping to fix, or at least to some extent, the situation by mutualizing this basic infrastructure to actually empower this huge population of entrepreneurs or would-be entrepreneurs in the digital world, especially you have, for instance, in Kinshasa.
Yeah, but you know, for us here in Kinshasa, we have many problems. First, it's to link different people. It's a big city, and people can stay at home working, try to do something. But I think it's better if you can link them together. This is the first good things with co-working space. It will help us to link a community working on same project, like on same topics. This will be a first thing. The second thing is yes, the co-working space itself, it's one good thing for us because you have one space where we can put many possibility. You can have like a printer, you can have teachers, you can have others to help you to do it better. So I think for us, we need that kind of space. And also one thing, it's very important. It's lack of capacity, or we can say lack of training itself. But in a co-working space like that, it's also a place to learn and to do better. So that will be very helpful for us, and also to develop our country. Like we are imagining in our co-working space, most of like apps and things like that will be very helpful to bring some solution, because we need some solution made by Congolese. We need some solution because they know themselves their problem. And in a space like that, people will bring themselves, will build the solution for a better future for Congo.
There were a colleague of you, let's say, in the other Congo, who told me that a co-working space was a way. A co-working spaces were a way to empower the people and empower the bottom-up dynamic from the population of entrepreneurs in Africa, where, as opposed to other solutions who aim to help out Africa sincerely, but which actually is made by other players. And co-working space would help to empower this local workforce, local energy, to build up solution of their own based on their understanding of the environment, and so better suited for the situation and adapted also to the, let's say, the culture or the infrastructure. Do you agree with that?
Yes, but you know, it's they say the same things we are also saying here, and we are facing to it. A co-working space like that will help people to understand. You know, in our culture, I don't know the way it is in your side, at your side. In our culture, we are made and designed to look for a job. So when you finish your school, you need to look for a job somewhere, but there's no job. There's no job. And in our co-working space and in our space of meeting with others, especially most IT and gigs, we always say that if they close the door, we'll find another way to come out. And now I think if there's no job, people should create the job. And in a co-working space, the spirit itself of entrepreneurship will raise up, and people will come in co-working space. They can come together and create something and create a startup, bringing some things like that. And that was a good experience of that kind of spaces.
So if I hear you well, you definitely see co-working space as one of the most important tool to empower Africa and the African population and the population of entrepreneurs in Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, a critical one as far as I understand it, right?
Yes, it's very important. It's very important to start by that. But I think we have to think about. I hope you will think about it, and you will have time to talk about it with others there in Cape Town, because we will also have to think about the model itself to create for Africa. Because co-working space means to have a space itself, to have a building, to have an office or something to share. But the problem you will find in Africa, like in my country, is price of the place itself. So this will be a challenge to find a place, to find a model more adapted to Africa. Maybe use a container, maybe to use, I don't know, some kind of space which is very adapted to Africa, where maybe it's not easy to have a good house to bring people together. Because sometimes we were working with colleagues under a tree, or find a place in a garage or something like that. We have to find a model very adapted for Africa to run a co-working spaces. I hope you guys will think about it.
Yeah, definitely. And do you have some input on that regard, or some ideas that you want to share to see what kind of options can be, best suited for an African context?
Yeah, but you know, I think as in other parts of Africa, it might be the same things also as in Congo. We were thinking about two models here. The first model was to have like a design to run, to have working space in a container, to have like a design to share with others. So you can have like the expert who can have a final design to say you can use container like this to run it, to have a space like that. So that model can be shared. Maybe we don't have such money to have an expert to do such kind of study on some things, but you can run it, or there you can think about a model to do it. The second things I was thinking about was like to have like a fund to to fund any space if people want a space, because first will be the fund itself, and the co-working space can now reimburse and give back the money if it can start and produce some things. And I was thinking about two models like that, and that is all that I wanted to share with you.
Yeah, it's awesome, awesome. So tell me a little bit about the ecosystem in Kinshasa. How can we describe it? Is it existing, or is it in, just infancy? And what can you? When the last time we shared some thoughts, you told me about what's called a café numérique. It's a kind of meetup for digital professionals. What's happening out there?
Yeah. About meeting, about meetup, or
yeah, what about the ecosystem, digital ecosystem and entrepreneurs ecosystem in Kinshasa nowadays?
Well, I don't know, but one thing I can tell you, it's ecosystem itself here is different. It's a little bit different. As I told you, I think youth and people are not used to create, and it's only starting now. We have people creating their own company, and I think it seems now 1 year we can now create a company in 3 days. Before it was taking maybe 1 month or 2 months to create a company, and now we have a system more adapted for youth, and I think system is growing and getting better. Also in environment itself, we have now like a café numérique. We have a place where people can meet talking about technology, and we hope soon in September we'll have our first IT night where we will present all entrepreneurs and in technology, things like that, and we will also talk about the co-working space itself, how it can help for in Kinshasa as an entrepreneurship tools. So I think environment itself it's better. It's better now, but we are still at the beginning. We are not like in Nairobi or other place where you find many co-working spaces, Fab Lab, Tech Lab, things like that. In Congo, we are fighting now to have our first lab to run, and I hope so things will be there. But the lab itself, the way we are describing it, like the co-working space, the way we are describing it, it's not like that, because you can find, like now, you can find people, young men working in a restaurant. They are like in a group of 5 or 6. They are here just using Wi-Fi. They are using connection, but they are working on some things. I used to work with my friend at home. We were like 6 people working together, and it was like that the idea to create a space started. So I think it's maybe unfolded, but we are somewhere and we are running. We will catch you guys. We are running behind.
Oh, so have you? Yeah, I'm sure it will happen. I'm sure it will happen.
Yeah.
So Philip, thanks a lot for sharing your thoughts with us for this first Coworking Africa conference. We hope that you can be with us the next year for the follow up of this first edition.
For
thanks
sure,
a lot.
I'll be there.
So I guess we can.
Thank you.
Anybody can reach out to you if they want to connect with the Kinshasa ecosystem, right?
Yes, you can share. We can share all contact, and be glad to meet you guys or talk to you. And I hope to meet you soon in Kinshasa.
Yeah, definitely. I hope to be there. Okay, thanks a lot, Filip.
Yeah.
Take care. Congratulations for all your work and good work in Kinshasa. It's really exciting, and we look forward to see you, and we will share all the insight from this conference in Cape Town.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.